Is there a possibility that the end will come? And the asker of this question is clarifying in brackets here that they're referring to Jesus coming.
Yes.
Will Jesus come without a large spiritual revival beforehand?
Well, that's interesting. Now, I can answer that question two different ways. You read in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 that there will be a falling away first. We understand that. The Bible says in Daniel 12 and verse 1 that there'll be a time of trouble. But will there be a time of spiritual revival? Well, it's interesting. I think what helps us understand that is how you choose to understand a large spiritual revival. Because here's what you read in the book of Revelation. This is interesting. In Revelation chapter 14, and I'm going to start in verse 6, you don't read in the Bible. You don't. I've heard it talked about. I've read it. I've seen it written on the internet and other places. You don't read in the Bible where it says there's going to be a great spiritual revival before Jesus returns, except that you do read this. Revelation chapter 14, starting in verse 6. Then I saw another angel flying in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach to them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment has come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the seas and the fountains of waters. Second angel says, Babylon has fallen. Third angel says, don't worship the beast and don't receive the mark of the beast. So this does not speak necessarily about a great global, the question didn't say global, but a great global spiritual revival. But it does talk very definitely about the proclamation of what the Bible refers to, the everlasting gospel, and that will be taken to earth's remotest bounds. Everyone will hear. So there will be certainly a great spiritual proclamation. You can refer to that as a revival if you like, but this is where I see the action in Revelation chapter 14, where God says there will be a gospel message that will be heard by everybody on planet Earth before Jesus comes. And that's pretty exciting, I think. That was it?
That was it.
All right. Thank you very much for your questions. And you know that if you have further questions, you can do that. Or you can write them down and put them in the question box. And then when we're next here, which is Wednesday, we'll do our best to give you a Bible answer for all your questions about immunization and other subjects. Thank you. I appreciate it immensely. Thanks.